speaking of stupid projects, oh, dude, there was this one in our class, Sec Force, and not a stupid teacher. That teacher was super nice. Like, I have a story about it, but, you know.
Which teacher was it? Was it the guy?
No, you never had her. Like, she was new to replace the guy that left, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, she... Like, I was always pairing up with the same friend, right?
Okay.
Like, you usually have one super good friend, right? And you're like, look, we'll do all the projects together.
Yeah, for sure.
And, you know, we pair up. And at some point, she's like, oh, I'd like you guys to... You know, we always did some kind of shit job, right? Like, we didn't give a fuck.
Obviously. Come on, it's art. It doesn't count.
Like, we gave in some random crap and, like, you know, we know we're going to get, like, 70, 80%, something like that for free. Whatever.
Man, I mean, hey.
And so at some point, like, she approaches us and she's like, oh, you know, like, I see that, you know, it's been 2-3 times that you guys paired up together. I'd like you to pair up with someone else so you can, you know, explore different creative flows with other people, right?
Wow, she actually cared about art.
Yeah, she was like, I'd like you to, like, mix your energy with someone else to see, like, how your creativity flows with someone else, right?
Based as fuck.
And we were like, I was like, nah, I don't want to do that, right?
Yeah,
so
I might have to actually care, because if this other person cares, like, oh no.
Yeah, and also, like, we had, like, another friend in the class, but then, like, one of us would go with the other friend, and the other one's kind of stuck eating shit. So, I'm like, no, miss. Together we flow so well. Like, we know each other, and, like, we flow very well. We love creating stuff together. Like, even in our off time, we like to create stuff together. So, we're really good. We have a great creative juices flowing. And she knows it's full of shit, because she saw our projects,
I was about to
right?
say she has to know this is dog shit, because she saw what you guys create together and stakes to high heaven.
she definitely knew it was full of shit, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't want to... She
Call
was
you
nice,
out?
you know. Well, not just call us out, you know, because she would have to say, actually, guys, I saw your project and they suck shit. But no, I think, you know, she was also nice and all. So she didn't want to just be like, nah, you know, I'm putting my foot down. You guys aren't working together. Fuck you. So, you know, she's like, okay, I'll let you guys be together. But really try to impress me on this one, right? Like,
Yeah.
try to really do something good and impress me. Like, knock it out the park. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. Like, we always do.
We got you, miss.
And she was like, she was probably thinking to herself, like, those goddamn fucking idiots. Like, of course we're gonna suck shit and just give me garbage. But she accepted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we had to do, kind of like an awareness-raising ad, if you will.
Okay, so just as a project, you had to create an ad to raise awareness on any subject?
Yeah. Like a poster thing you could put in the streets, like, and be like, deforestation is real. Start today, protect the Amazon forest, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, basically, something like that to raise awareness and get something, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we had like a month or so, something like that, to do it, and every class was dedicated to it. So like we had a lot of time in class to do the project.
Yeah, but then again, that's like 1 hour a week because we had our classes
so
once
not that
per
much,
week.
but you know,
still a full month, right?
Still a full month, and we could work outside. But my friend and I, we were just fucking around every art class. Like in our sketchbook thing, right? Mm-hmm. We just drew ways to light the teacher's hair on fire.
Like that specific teacher's?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Like we just drew her. We're like, okay, bear with me on this one, right? Mm-hmm. So the teacher's here, and there's a jet plane here, and then like it goes on, and her hair's on fire.
Hey, I'm sure she would have loved seeing the creative juices flowing.
I mean, fuck, we thought about like 20 ways to set her hair on fire, right? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure one of them was like, okay, so the teacher's here at a barbecue party, and her hair touches a barbecue,
and she's on fire.
And her hair's on fire. Like, it was always like you set it up, right?
Mm-hmm. And then it's suddenly just the easiest thing.
Fire. And we drew a bunch of shit, because like at some point we were like, okay, what do we actually do, right?
I mean, yeah, you had something to hand in.
Yeah.
Like, you had to, right?
Yeah,
and
we
you
can raise awareness on our teacher's hair being set on fire too easily.
Hey, maybe that would have been your ad. Only you can prevent hairs from getting on fire.
Only you can prevent your teacher's hair from catching fire.
Only you can set your teacher's hair on fire.
Fuck. But yeah, so like at some point we just drew Wispy Woods, you know, from Kirby.
Oh, sure, yes.
Like crying for whatever reason. It's like, you have to recycle. And Wispy was just crying. And we show like a bottle or something on the ground and he's sobbing and you have to recycle. That was one of our preliminary
Okay,
ideas.
I thought you actually handed that in.
No,
I was
no,
about to
no.
say you got 0. Like,
We handed...
guaranteed you got 0 and a one-way trip to the principal's office.
She's like, alright guys, not only is this worth a 0, you guys get to go see fuck, I was gonna say the president.
Dude, it's so good that you have to go see the president because this is going to change climate. This is going to prevent climate change.
Yeah, it's like, kids, I want you to like, I want this ad to go public. I want it to be used for real. We're going to see the president right now. I think you have to stay up to go see
it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was one of the preliminary
stupid shit
juices.
ideas.
Yeah.
And then my friend comes up with the dumbest fucking phrase ever, right?
Okay.
And I love it. It was something along the lines of like, do the equation.
Okay.
Equitation is anything but equitable.
Do the equation what is anything but
Equitation. I think that's the word.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
like horseback riding.
Yes, horseback riding.
So it makes no fucking sense, right?
Yeah, but I mean, hey, at least it sounds good.
Right?
And French, it's like, yeah.
And that's the thing, right? Like, that is the whole reason he said that, because, like, he managed to find something that sounded like a nice alliteration, I think it's called, or whatever. And it sounded dope, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I fucking love it. Like, we're laughing at our asses off. And our preliminary sketch is just a poorly drawn horse with a saddle on his back crying.
Oh, hey, at least the Wispy Wood thing actually came in.
It carried over. It carried over to
There
the
we
horses.
go. It's just something crying.
Fuck. So yeah, like, we're like, okay, we're doing that. And it makes no sense, right? Like, what the fuck is that ad?
How did we lose this?
Alright, whatever. Just go find more punies, I guess.
No, they have 100, we have 101. Like, these are all the
You have to whack, then.
Oh, we actually have to do
guess so.
stuff. Okay,
Oh yeah, so we have this piece of garbage shit, right?
I can confirm it kind of seems like a piece of shit so far.
It was so fucking stupid, but we just roll with it. And we're like, alright, let's go for it. So we start drawing it, and we just... Okay, so I printed at home a picture of a horse. And we just, like, copied it 3 times. So the first one, like, one side, second one, like let's say the first one is looking right, then the second one is looking left, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, it's kind of boring. So I'm like, I'll put one like neighing, like on his back feet, you know, like front feet, like when they do the woo.
Oh yes, okay, for sure. Lady Pona.
Yeah. And I suck so much. I not even intentionally. I put it right behind one of the horses.
Oh no.
And it straight up looks like it's fucking a horse. So you got one horse just watching 2 other horses fuck.
And is that horse the sad one, or is it the one they fucked?
None of them are sad.
Oh, no sad
Because my
horses
picture
anymore.
wasn't sad, right? So, so I just drew it. And then, like, I drew a line under their feet to make it look like they're on the ground, right?
Okay.
And the teacher's, like, kind of walking around, just looking at everyone's stuff, just seeing how's everyone doing.
Yeah.
And she checks our thing, and, you know, the horses are pretty well drawn. Because, you know, we took a picture and I copied it. Like,
yeah, I mean...
imprinted, like, I put the piece of paper that I printed on my other piece of paper, and, like, I pressed hard enough so it would show through.
Yeah, no, I see exactly what you mean.
And then she was like, oh, you know, the drawing of the horse is really good. Like, did you do it, or? And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, did you draw the horse, or did you just copy it? And I'm like, I show her, you know, the piece of paper I printed, and she's like, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it, mystery solved. You copied it 3 times, congratulations.
Hey, at least you were honest. I'm sure that counted for something.
For sure. So yeah, we colored in one of the horses.
Okay.
Fully. One of the other ones, just like the mane and the tail. And,
okay.
And that was it for that day, right? Like, that was all the time we had.
Okay. I thought you handed that in.
No, not quite.
I mean, you have to admit, that kind of sounds like the type of shit you guys would do. Just decide, yeah, this is like some artistic flair.
I mean, it was close to that. So that was actually the last class we had.
Okay.
And then she was like, there's a makeup period or whatever during dinner, like some dinner. So me and my friend, we look at each other and like, yeah, well, we have to go because we're not done. And,
okay, hey, you guys were good kids.
And the dinner rolls around.
Yeah.
And we spent the whole dinner together.
Okay. Not in the makeup period.
No, not in the makeup period. Like just eating, fucking around with friends.
Yeah.
And then like a few days later, we were both so fucking stupid. Somehow, even after spending the whole dinner together, we were sure the other one went to the makeup period to take care of everything.
That's a lot of faith.
Well, it's not just a lot of faith. We spent the whole dinner together.
No, I know, but it's like you both also know you're each other clowns, and they're like, yeah, the other one's gonna take care of this. Like,
No.
that's a lot of faith in someone who doesn't care.
Fair enough, but like, I think the worst part is we knew the other couldn't have. Because we spent the whole time together, and we somehow expected him to magically duplicate himself and do it.
Yeah, knowing that you guys are clowns, that part doesn't surprise me. That part, I hear it and I go, yeah, that sounds
that
exactly...
sounds about right. That sounds like what they do.
Yeah, like that's... It's if you told me the opposite, that I'd be surprised.
So yeah, we never went, and there was never any other classes to do anything. So that is what we gave in.
Okay, so my instinct was correct.
You're correct.
You actually did.
That is what we gave in.
Hey, you'd love to hear it.
One horse looking at two horses fuck, and we... The worst part is, we didn't even write the slogan.
No.
We did not write the fucking slogan.
Bruh, that's like the key element. That's the only good part.
So you just had one colored horse watching one half-colored horse fucking an uncolored horse, and that was it. Oh, it was so fucking shit. Like, and that is what we gave the teacher when we said we're good, and actually, have creative juices flowing together.
Was that the last project of the year? Or were there...
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Did she let you guys do other projects together? Or did she say, okay, this is the last straw, you both actually suck? I'm putting you with other people because, if you don't, you're actually both failing this class.
I don't think we had any other team projects. Because I don't remember her stopping us from being together.
Okay.
But I am sure she would have, right? Like
probably. I mean, that was so bad. It was complete dog shit.
Fuck.
Do you remember?
Yeah, it's Sun, Moon, Puny Star. I think this one that you're looking at is
Okay, this is the good one.
Yeah.
Do you remember which one of the horses was fully drawn in and stuff like that?
I'm pretty sure the one looking was fully drawn in.
Okay.
The one, on his rear legs doing the fucking was half drawn in.
Okay.
And the one taking it was completely devoid of life.
So what do you think this means? Like, when you see this piece of art, what do you think the choice of colors mean?
I think it shows that if you fuck too much, if you have too much sex, just like meaningless.
Yeah.
It drains your life. Like the colors leave the horses, showing they get drained of life.
Okay.
And you lose appetite for the truly meaningful things that color your life.
That's good. And does it also mean that if you get fucked meaninglessly, you lose more than if you do the meaningless fuck?
Yes, it definitely does mean that as well. Like, it drains you faster being fucked meaninglessly.
We're keeping this in. I don't care.
For sure. Fuck.
If you get fucked meaninglessly...
I fucked you.
Okay.
I fucked you. Alright, if you get fucked meaninglessly, you lose your life faster than if you fuck meaninglessly.
Oh, yes, no, true, you're right. Okay,
Yes.
Did you actually remember the order of the pillars? Because I didn't actually pay attention.
Oh, like, yeah.
Okay,
Like it's left to right.
What do you mean? It was left to right? Yes, there were pillars from left to right.
I got it. It's left to right. Sun, Moon, Puny Star.
Sun, Moon, Puny Star. Okay, thank you.
My
Because I
pleasure.
was just engrossed in the story of the fucking horses.
Yeah, and trying to pronounce
The word.
meaninglessly. I really hate words like that. Sometimes I get so confused in a word. Meaninglessly isn't really, one of those. But those words that, like, the base is pronounced one way.
Yes.
And when, like, you add a part to it,
It's pronounced differently.
Yeah. A weird example, it's the first one that popped in my head, you know? But like, vagina and vaginal.
Why would you
I don't know,
pick
it's the
this?
first one that popped in my head, and it works.
It's juice. Okay, you said
Sun, moon, puny star.
moon. Hopefully this is the reset the commentary, because this is going
it was going weird places, off the rails.
Okay, let's see if you... Oh, wow, he actually remembered. That's insane. Thank you, because...
My pleasure. I mean, come on, I have to be good for something, and it's clearly not the commentary, so...
To be fair, hey, it's hilarious.
I can remember a pattern, and that's about it.